Hello, friends, it's so nice to meet you. Hello, friends, hello.
Lesson 137. Barbara and Harry are listening to the Hardcastles talking about themselves.
Yes, that's right. I practiced as a solicitor and then retired.
Was it an interesting job?
Well, more of a profession than a job. Yes, I enjoyed it. Of course, I was working in an office, but I certainly met a lot of interesting people, often in the strangest circumstances.
Did you often appear in the criminal court?
Sometimes, but in England that's more the work of a barrister.
And you write novels, Mrs. Hardcastle?
Oh, well, I published two, and a detective story.
You were just finishing a short story when the Salices arrived, weren't you, dear?
No, I was just beginning one. A tragedy with a very complicated plot.
But you often write very comic stories. I always say your best novel is The Policeman Was Smoking on Sunday. A real comedy.
Oh, I don't agree.
Are your characters based on people you've met?
Yes, most of them.
Oh, dear. Perhaps we'll find ourselves in print in a year or two.
Oh, well, if you do, you needn't worry. I was going to say earlier that my only real contribution to my wife's novels is knowing the law of libel. Rather a negative contribution, I'm afraid, but useful.
Lesson 137. Drill 1. Where's Pamela living at the moment?
When I last saw her, she was living in Paris.
Where's Pamela living at the moment?
When I last saw her, she was living in Paris.
Where are Mr. and Mrs. Smith living at the moment?
When I last saw them, they were living in Paris.
Where's Pamela's brother living at the moment?
When I last saw him, he was living in Paris.
Where are the Salices living at the moment?
When I last saw them, they were living in Paris.
Lesson 137. Drill 2.
What was he doing?
He was sitting in the garden having tea.
What was he doing?
He was sitting in the garden having tea.
What were you and your friends doing?
We were sitting in the garden having tea.
What was my sister doing?
She was sitting in the garden having tea.
What were my family doing?
They were sitting in the garden having tea. Lesson 137. Drill 3. Why didn't you help me cook the lunch?
Because while you were cooking the lunch, I was making the beds.
Why didn't you help me cook the lunch?
Because while you were cooking the lunch, I was making the beds.
Why didn't you help me pack the suitcases?
Because while you were packing the suitcases, I was making the beds.
Why didn't you help me clean the car?
Because while you were cleaning the car, I was making the beds.
Why didn't you help me do the washing up?
Because while you were doing the washing up, I was making the beds.
Lesson 137. Drill 4.
When did you make the phone call?
I made it when you were having your bath.
When did you make the phone call?
I made it when you were having your bath.
When did Peter send the telegram?
He sent it when you were having your bath.
When did Harry leave?
He left when you were having your bath.
When did Pamela come?
She came when you were having your bath. Lesson 137. Drill 5. Why didn't you write that letter?
I was going to, but I didn't have time.
Why didn't you write that letter?
I was going to, but I didn't have time.
Why didn't you and Mrs. Salis write that letter?
We were going to, but we didn't have time.
Why didn't Pamela's mother write that letter?
She was going to, but she didn't have time.
Why didn't your friends write that letter?
They were going to, but they didn't have time.
Lesson 137, Drill 6.
It didn't rain after all.
I thought it was going to.
It didn't rain after all.
I thought it was going to.
They didn't come after all.
I thought they were going to.
She didn't buy it after all.
I thought she was going to.
I didn't pass the exam after all.
I thought you were going to.
I was feeling rather low. I was wondering if you'd like to go to the movies with me today. I was hoping that you'd say yes. Oh yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes. Yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes. We were swimming in the rain. We were strolling down a beach in Spain. We were smoking in the bar, trying so hard not to laugh. Oh yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes. Yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes, Emma, yes. I was dreaming. Really feeling so surprised. You were sitting outside my place. My smile just took up on my face. Yes, oh, yes, hello. Yes, let's go. Oh, yes. You know, daydream. Yes, 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 you know, daydream.
Lesson 138.
Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you, madam?
Oh, how kind. Yes, you can help me. When do the banks open, and where's the nearest one?
They're closed.
Closed?
The banks are closed from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Oh, this country.
It's just round the corner.
What is?
The nearest bank.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I'll wait. I want the Foreign Exchange Department.
This is the wrong counter, madam. It's over there.
Oh, thank you. Is this the foreign exchange counter? Currency or checks? Checks. I'd like to cash this traveler's check. Good. Traveler's checks are easy to use. Yes. And they are accepted everywhere. In hotels, restaurants, shops, cinema. Yes, I know. Now, could you don't have to carry large amounts of cash. I'd like to cash. They are issued in convenient denominations: 20 crowns, 50 crowns, 100 crowns. I want to cash this traveler's check for $50. Sign it, please. I've signed it once. Traveler's checks are not valid until they are countersigned. There, please. Oh, yes. Here's my passport. Thank you. What's the rate of exchange today?
$1.25 to the crown.
But yesterday there were $1.1 to the crown.
The crown is very strong.
Is it?
Here you are, madam. 40 crowns exactly.
10, 15, 20, 25...
Lesson 139. Barbara and Harry and the Hardcastles are chatting together on the lawn.
Well, now, I wonder if there's anything special you'd like to do.
No, it's bliss just relaxing like this. And the sun's actually shining.
Now, tomorrow we'll be going to the village fair. I hope you'll come. Later on, I thought we might drive down to the sea. But this morning we can laze around if you like.
Yes. This time next week we'll probably be rushing round London again trying to interest people in inflatable umbrellas. So we better get all the leisure we can.
How long will you actually be staying?
Oh, I don't think we can stay more than 3 or 4 days.
Is that all?
Well, you know the old Spanish proverb, a fish and a guest both smell after 3 days.
Oh, nonsense. I do hope you'll stay a little longer. Before you go, I want to put you in touch with a friend who can certainly help you with your inflatable umbrella.
He's away at present, isn't he, darling?
Yes, but as soon as he comes back, I'll give him a ring.
Oh, I'd love to see him when he arrives, thank you.
Oh, but please, darling, don't start building castles in the air until you know he can do something. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed again.
Oh, I won't feel disappointed this time. Now that I've got my inflatable umbrella with me, I feel completely confident.
Yes, but...
I'm so sure now that my invention is sensible and useful that I just feel anyone who doesn't accept it is old-fashioned. Why, when one thinks of these absurd umbrellas that people still use, which have to be pushed up and down, which get in the way, which leave puddles on the floor...
Oh, Harry, you're beginning to sound like a politician.
No, I think he's quite right. In the crowded city, our traditional umbrellas really are clumsy and ridiculous. And to think that abroad they're supposed to be one of the symbols of life in England.
Well said, my friend. You're my first English convert. I shall reward you in time with a beautiful silk umbrella, inflatable and printed with your name.
Lesson 139, Drill 1.
Are you going on holiday?
Yes, I'll be lying in the sun next week.
Are you going on holiday?
Yes, I'll be lying in the sun next week.
Is he going on holiday?
Yes, he'll be lying in the sun next week.
Are you and Peter going on holiday?
Yes, we'll be lying in the sun next week.
Are they going on holiday?
Yes, they'll be lying in the sun next week. Lesson 139, Drill 2. Harry's had an accident, hasn't he?
Yes, he won't be driving again for a long time.
Harry's had an accident, hasn't he?
Yes, he won't be driving again for a long time.
You've had an accident, haven't you?
Yes, I won't be driving again for a long time.
She's had an accident, hasn't she?
Yes, she won't be driving again for a long time.
They've had an accident, haven't they?
Yes, they won't be driving again for a long time.
Lesson 139, Drill 3.
I'm going to Paris.
Oh? How long will you be staying there?
I'm going to Paris.
Oh? How long will you be staying there?
They're going to Paris.
Oh? How long will they be staying there?
Mr. McAndrew and I are going to Paris.
Oh? How long will you be staying there?
She's going to Paris.
Oh? How long will she be staying there? Lesson 139, Drill 4. The cleaner's ill.
Then who'll be cleaning for us?
The cleaner's ill.
Then who'll be cleaning for us?
The typist's ill.
Then who'll be typing for us?
The cook's ill.
Then who'll be cooking for us?
The driver's ill.
Then who'll be driving for us?
Lesson 139, Drill 5.
I must work harder.
Until you work harder, you won't make any progress.
I must work harder.
Until you work harder, you won't make any progress.
I must practice more.
Until you practice more, you won't make any progress.
I must concentrate more.
Until you concentrate more, you won't make any progress.
I must go to bed earlier.
Until you go to bed earlier, you won't make any progress. Lesson 139, Drill 6. Has Barbara arrived yet?
I'll call you as soon as she arrives.
Has Barbara arrived yet?
I'll call you as soon as she arrives.
Has the kettle boiled yet?
I'll call you as soon as it boils.
Has the post come yet?
I'll call you as soon as it comes.
Has the manager got up yet?
I'll call you as soon as he gets up.
Will you be telephoning me tomorrow, or will I be telephoning you? Will you be leaving me alone in the morning, or will I be coming too? Will you be laughing at my jokes in the autumn, or will you be smiling at somebody new? Will I still be feeling so uncertain, or will it always be me and you? Will you be flying very high, whispering through the sky? Will I be flying? Will you be running in the wind, happy and shining? And will I be shining too? Take it away. Come on now. Will you be flying very high, whispering through the sky? Will I be flying? Will you be running in the wind, happy and shining? And will I be shining? Will you be telephoning me in the morning, or will I be telephoning you? Will you be leaving me alone in the morning, or will I be coming too? Will you be laughing at my jokes in the autumn, or will you be smiling at somebody new? Will I still be feeling so uncertain, or will it always be me and you? Will you be flying very high, whispering through the sky? Will I be flying? Will you be running in the wind, happy and shining? And will I be shining? Everybody, will I be flying very high, whispering through the sky? Will I be flying? Come on now, will you be running in the wind, happy and shining? And will I be shining? Oh yeah! Woo! Will you be flying very high, whispering through the sky? Will I be flying? Will you be running in the wind, happy and shining? And will I be shining?
Lesson 140.
Your bill, sir? You pay. I've run out of money.
All right. Do you think they'll take a traveller's cheque?
Probably. Don't you have any cash?
Not much.
Well,
Well, what?
you have the checks.
Do I?
Yes. You had them 2 hours ago in your pocket.
Well, they're not there now.
You mean you've lost them?
Yes.
Congratulations. Wonderful. What do we do now?
Pay the bill first, then we'll think. We'll think very hard.
Well, have you thought?
Yes. First, we'll change all our dollars into crowns.
Good. Then we'll have about 5 crowns.
And then we'll ask somebody at home to send a money order through the post office.
Who? Who has any money?
Nobody.
Why don't we telegram our own bank? They can send money to a bank here.
Do they do that?
Of course. Come on, let's do that. Hello, we're expecting some money. Has it arrived?
Name?
Young.
Young. Ah, yes, Miss Young. The order arrived this morning. 125 crowns. Would you like it in cash or checks?
Oh, we'll have cash, please.
Checks are safer. If your checks are lost or stolen, the value will be refunded in full.
We know that. We lost some.
Ah, but checks are much more...
Cash, please. We'll have cash.
Yes, madam. How would you like it?
In 5s.
There you are.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Goodbye, Mary, it's so sad to leave you. Goodbye, Mary, goodbye. Goodbye, friends, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, friends, goodbye. Goodbye, friends, it's so sad to leave you. Goodbye, friends, goodbye.